Good morning, everyone. Today I was guided to do a general reading, so no pick a pile, just a reading. Well, not just a reading, but a general reading, no pick a pile. And we're going to do it not live, but in real time. So this is the first deck they want me to use. So let's get started here and see what they want to say to everyone today. That's why there's no pick a pile. They want you all to hear this message. Okay, I'm gonna cut. Tantra of 639 hertz. Interesting. This is not where I expected this message to go, or any message ever. Anyway, let's see what they want to tell us. Yeah, the book opened right to this page, so they really want to tell us something about this. So, Tantra of 639 hertz. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. Okay. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. Oh, interesting. I read that again. Be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. Okay. Tantra is the conscious creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine energies that dwell within every human heart. Okay, cool. All right, now this is making more sense. I thought it was going to go in a really weird direction for a minute. I haven't looked at this card yet, so good to know. When one chooses to honor the interplay of these sacred energies, we become able to engage with the mysteries of our life and respond creatively. Tantra is the refusal to turn away from your life experiences, even the painful ones, because you recognize that with wisdom, spiritual growth can emerge from all things. Tantra is the willingness of your heart to thoroughly embrace that which might be difficult or different to what we expect. Just like this reading. Interesting. And through such an open-mindedness, open-hearted engagement, discover a capacity to love and become wise. Tantra is the sacred relationship of the spirit and the body which creates the soul, with all its precious gifts of healing, creativity, love, and higher consciousness. The frequency of 639 hertz evokes a unity. It moves beneath conflict and grounds us in simplicity, connection, and love. With Tantra of the 639 hertz is in a reading, soul connections, whether twin flames, soulmates, spirit guides, or soul tribes, are especially significant to our spiritual growth. This frequency enhances the capacity for conscious and healing interaction between those who have been at odds. It is a loving cosmic bliss bomb which breaks the toxic grip of ego and facilitates soulful connection and karmic healing. If you have been working through relationship issues, this oracle brings good news for healing and resolution. Frequency also clears and strengthens the energy flow through the inner systems of the body, promoting cellular renewal. The heart healing brought about by this frequency heightens our spiritual awareness so we can navigate in both our relationships and our environments with more discern and skill. When we cannot control our environments, we can work to become masterful of our own energy. This oracle brings reassurance. The frequency reestablishes our connection to the spiritual realms of love, light, and sacred healing beauty. It is the sublime frequency of ecstasy. It is the sublime frequency of ecstatic serenity. These beautiful energies can enter our field and create a movable spiritual feast which will nourish, support, protect, and shelter us, no matter the environment we may be living through. So it asks you to allow connection. Do not zone out and turn away from what is happening, even when it's painful. Be gentle with yourself, but be persistent on your path. If you cannot proceed along a certain course, find another way, but do not abandon your dreams. Be receptive and yet also determined and dynamic. If you have been worrying about a situation, this oracle advises you are working your way through it. Whatever support you need shall be provided, and you are further along than you realize. The highest divine outcome is already been woven or being woven through your soul and into your experience. Things may not go to plan, but they are still going to work out. Okay, so that is a beautiful, beautiful card to start this reading with. And absolutely not what I expected when I started this reading, and not what I expected when I pulled that card. So lots of unexpected things, which is what the card is all about, allowing those unexpected things, even if they are painful. Okay, so yeah. So once again, be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth, which is swifter but not always easier. All right? You do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself everything is working out beautifully. And I love how they describe Tantra. It's the conscious, creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine energies that dwell within every human heart. And then at another point, they say it's the sacred relationship between spirit and body that creates the soul, which is beautiful. What a beautiful way to describe it. So yeah, this is amazing. An amazing card to start this reading with, and an amazing message. All right, here now we're going to go to the tarot cards and see what they want to say with this theme of being open to new and unexpected experiences, new and unexpected paths, and the mingling of the sacred, divine, and feminine, of the body and spirit. All right, yeah, look at that. We have the King of Wands and the Magician card here, and we have the Four of Wands. This is all about security. This is telling us that we can create our own security, okay? We are the Magician. We are the King of Wands. We are capable of transforming and transmuting any energy, all right? And we can create this security that we wish for. The Four of Wands is about stability, security, and it may even be a wedding. It could be a family reunion. It's a formal celebration of some sort but something, it represents stability and security in love, okay? So like this card said, there was a part in it that said about when you're in a difficult environment, you can, how did it say it? Let me see again. Something about when you're in a difficult environment. Let me find that part here, because it works in perfect. Yeah, we cannot control our environments, but we can work to become masterful of our own energy. So that, yeah, so the energy that you're transmuting, that's what I want to get here, is your energy, not the environment's energy, right? When we're in difficult times. When you're the Magician here and the King of Wands, you're transforming your energy, right? So, and when you transmute and transform your energy, you attract new environments, you attract new experiences, you attract something different to you. So if you're in a difficult environment, if you let that drag you down, I guess, lower your vibration, dim your light, do all those things, then you're going to attract more of the difficulty. But if you are practicing being the magician and the King of Wands, you understand that you can transform your own energy, you can continue to raise your vibration, brighten your light, shine your light, so that you can attract less difficulty and a different environment to you. And this is the environment you can attract. This beautiful environment is what they're saying. This stable, secure, safe, loving environment, okay? This may even represent a wedding for some of you. But I also see a family reunion. So repairing those relationships, that's what this card was saying as well. If you're struggling in relationships, you can repair those relationships. This is about a very stable, secure, safe, loving relationship with one or many people, okay? That's what they're saying. You can transform your energy to attract this environment, okay? Yeah, that is the message with those cards I hear. That is what they want to say to you, to all. But yeah, okay, so I just hear it. They want to be very clear. It's your energy that you transmute. Not the energy around you, not the energy of others, not the energy of the environment or the world. It's your energy that you transmute and transform as the magician, as the King of Wands. This is important to know, all right? So that's an important message coming through with this, this reading. All right. And that's something that hasn't come through really before that clearly. So that's a good clarification. Okay. And this card is telling us to go within our body, to experience the pleasure of being human, of being a physical being, so that we know and remember that it is a pleasurable experience, okay? All right. Look at that. Self-love. Oh, beautiful. Self-love and the Weaver. Oh, yeah. This is gorgeous. These are gorgeous cards. But look at... So this is how they came out. And the magician is the weaver. This card says you weave the threads and weave the fabric of your own life. And that's what it's saying here. As the magician, you do that, right? You weave the fabric of your own life. It's your life, it's your energy, it's your creation that you are weaving and creating and transforming and transmuting daily in order to create the life that you want, which is really, truly self-love. And self-love is the key to this stable, this environment here, right? This stable, secure, safe, loving environment that you want for yourself, that you want to create, and where you have good relationships with all. Self-love is the key, right? So again, it's not others. You're not getting, as the magician, you don't get others to love you. You don't get the world to love you. You love yourself. That is the key to transforming your energy and your, and then therefore attract new environments and new experiences to you, ones that reflect the self-love, okay? So yeah, they're getting very clear here. This is I feel like this is a clarification reading for us all, to tell us, like, it's not that you're able to manipulate or control other people or the environment that you're in, okay? All these cards are saying it. It is your ability to love yourself that transforms and attracts the experiences and the environments that you attract and that you bring to yourself. That's the message that they want to bring across very clearly here with this reading. I'm always nervous when I use these cards. These are the gypsy cards. And I don't know why. I never know what's going to come up with these cards. But they want me to use this deck now, so going with it. All right. This is again, okay, so they're saying, yeah, you can't control everything. So this, yeah, when I use these cards, I'm really surrendering any need to control anything. All right. Okay, the service card came up. All right. So we talk about service a lot when we're talking about spiritual stuff and being in service. But what they want to remind you of with this card, something I heard they're telling me to go here, is when I'm doing Reiki, I often hear, this phrase, and it's a reminder to the people that I'm doing Reiki on, and I don't say it out loud. It's all done through the subconscious, but it's you're not in service of the universe, source, creator, whatever it is. You're not in service of humanity, whatever you want to believe. You're in service with. It's a partnership. You're in service with, right? This belief of being in service of, means that you can control some things, and it's based in that fear and control energy is what I'm hearing. Being in service to or in service of. Being in service with is based in the love and partnership energy, right? So you're in service with the universe, but the way that you serve the universe and the world and whatever you want to call it is by serving yourself, being in service with yourself, okay? So like this whole reading is saying, you can't control or manipulate anything else, and you can't even control or manipulate yourself. You can love yourself. You can be in service with yourself, okay? And there's another card in one of these decks that says, all you're being called to do is to love and be loved. And that's what being in service with the universe, with the creator, with the source, whatever you want to call it. That's what being in service with means. Being open to being loved and loving. So it all comes back to this self-love, okay? So yeah, they want to dispel this myth is what I'm hearing. They want to dispel this myth that you're living a life of service that turns you into a servant, okay? That's not what it's meant to do. You're in service with. So I almost want to look up the word service to understand the meaning better, because sometimes that helps if we look up the words and understand the meaning of them, because sometimes the root of the word enlightens us to what the actual meaning, the root of the word means, right? So I'm just going to quickly do that here. Yeah, so service is an act, well, the definition first and foremost, not the root, but the service is just, it's just being useful, right? It's the act of a helpful activity. It's being useful, right? So, yeah, be useful to yourself, and then I'm just looking to see if there's any clues here in the origin of the word. Yeah, so the origin of the word is what needs to be shifted, because that's the origin of the word it comes from actually slave, which that's what they're saying. That's not what they, when they say, in service, living a life of service. They don't want you to live a life of slavery to others or to anything, right? That's the myth that they want to dispel. So that makes sense. So simply understand that being in service, living a life of service is just a useful life, doing something useful, helpful, okay? First and foremost, for yourself. And then, because remember, you don't control the environments of others, and you don't control the actions or anything of others, or the outcomes or the will of others, right? So you can't really be in service to others, because you just have no control there. So really, you're in service with the universe and with others and with the creator. And to do so, to be in service, to live a life of service, is to do useful and helpful things for yourself, first and foremost. The more you do for yourself, the more you serve yourself, quote unquote, and raise your vibration and your light, shine your light brighter, brighten your light through self-love. That's what you're being called to do, to love and be loved, to shine that light, okay? That's what I'm getting with this. So, yeah, I hear that's what they want to clarify there. All right, are there any other decks, any other cards that want to speak? Yes, the blue cards want to say something, okay? What do the blue cards want to tell us today? Oh, look at that. That's the wish fulfillment card. That's the Seven of Pentacles. That's everything you're seeking in the physical world, in the material plane, the material world, you can find. Okay, and this is the Star card, which is the wish fulfillment. So, yeah, they're telling you how to fulfill your wishes, but they're saying, you need to focus on yourself. You transform and transmute your energy, okay? You serve yourself through self-love, okay? You weave the fabric of your life. Focusing on yourself is how you're going to transform yourself, raise your vibration, shine your light brighter, and that will attract everything that you want in the material world. That will attract this secure, safe, loving relationships to you, okay? And from there, that's where everything else comes, and your wishes will be fulfilled. So that's what they're explaining here. This, how to fulfill your wishes in the physical world, how to manifest, how to be the magician, right? The magician gets a bad rap sometimes because, the magician, historically, a magic show has been, someone manipulating and tricking others into believing or seeing something that's not real. But that's not what the magician is in this world, in this spirituality aspect of things. The magician is someone who can transform and transmute their own energy, okay, in order to attract what they want in life, okay? So that is what they're telling you with this message. All right, is there anything else that needs to be said? I hear no. All right, is that it? I feel like there's one more thing, even though I heard no. I don't feel complete in this reading. All right. They'll give me one last thing to complete the reading. Because I want it. So I've asked for it, so they're giving it to me. Oh yeah, look. Yeah. So interesting. Is it? Yeah. So they gave me a 6 and a 6. 1 6 fell out, and 1 6 turned itself over in the deck and was the top card. So they gave me a 6 and 6. So yeah, this is definitely a message of healing, self-healing, self-love. Brings the self-healing in the material world, and brings this sense of community and this sense of, again, this, the Six of Pentacles is healing in the physical world on the material plane. This is healing in the spiritual and emotional world. Self-healing, self-love, self-fulfillment, okay, in this world. So, yeah, this is beautiful. So this is, just affirming that. They're just saying all is well. Remember, they said that in the beginning with the first card, and tap into your body and feel the bliss of your body and the pleasure of your body. That's the tantric energy there, so that you can know all is well, right? The truth is all is well, even when you're going through difficult times. All is well. All right, that's the message. All is well, and because you're learning, you're having this big spiritual awakening, right? Like this card said at the beginning, I forget how they said it, but it's a accelerated spiritual path that isn't always easy. So they're giving you the clue, they're giving you the hint, they're giving you the coping method. You just need to continue raising your vibration, shining your light brighter and brighter, even through the difficult times, and that transforms your energy and attracts all the positive things that you want, and brings, all of this beautiful stuff into your life, right? The healing on the spiritual, emotional, and physical level, the community, the strong, loving relationships, the strong, safe, secure relationships, and foundation, and the wish fulfillment on the physical level. So Yeah. They're basically telling us how to do this. What a beautiful message. I hear that's it. That's all now. We're complete. All right. Bye-bye.